Welcome back, models, contestants, and viewers, to CandyApple's next top model. We're all the way in Cycle2, and we're now gotten down to the final 4. Things are getting crazy at this point. So I gave each of the models 3 photos to do to try and make sure that I knew exactly who descended into the finale. With 3 photos came 3 chances to mess up, as well as 3 chances to score. So let's check out the photos. Let's look at your eyes photos first. First up we have Heather, whose photo this week is stunning. It's amazing, beyond belief. This photo shows how far you've come as a model in this competition and how much better you're getting at expressing yourself facially. Caitlin, let's look at your eyes photo. Your eyes photo this week was stunning as well. And we love that you even put your personality into the photo. Alright, Emily, let's look at your eyes photo next. Your eyes photo definitely has your personality and your personal style written all over it. But a lot of the judges and myself feel it's not model-esque enough. You need a little more oomph that you had at the beginning of the competition. And Kayla, let's look at your eyes photo. Your eyes photo this week left a lot to be desired. A lot of us felt that your eyes weren't as expressive as they could be, but we do, however, like the hand framing them. Alright, so next up you had a full body head-to-toe photo of yourself with your face covered somehow. You weren't allowed to show a face. So, looking at this week's full body photos, let's look at Emily's first. Emily, this is definitely kooky and different, and it's definitely you. Some of the judges loved your angle, and some of the judges hated it. But all in all, we think this is your best photo this week. Heather, your no-face photo was definitely different from the others, and it stood out in a different way. A lot of the judges loved their setting and everything. They kept saying such wonderful things about it, but they didn't have anything amazing to say about your pose. And I said to choose some really fun, out there poses, and we think you didn't step it up like you did in your eyes photo. So, let's look at Caitlin's full body photo. Caitlin, your inspiration photo for this was not half as stunning as your actual photo this week. The quality is a little off, yes, but I think the pose and the way your hair is and just the attitude definitely outshines everyone else in full body poses this week. Alright, and definitely last but not least, let's look at the full body photo for Kayla. Kayla, you sent a wide variety of full body photos this week, and I think all of them were really well done. But a lot of the other judges felt that you weren't being model enough. You were being more just Kayla. Alright, so in your last, but definitely not least, which is also the most important photo shoot, because whoever wins the title of CandyApple's Next Top Model, this photo will be edited into their first default. That photo, a photo from the waist up of what you thought CandyApple's Next Top Model should look like. And I gave you the tips that CandyApple's Next Top Model should be someone who's a positive role model that you can look up to, that's strong, confident, and in love with their body. Let's look at Kayla's first. Kayla, you told me that something along the lines of CandyApple's Next Top Model should be creative and be able to express themselves, but be able to be serious at the same time. A lot of people, including the public, which I showed these photos to as well, felt that there was just a little too much going on and that your eyes were dead. We didn't mind that you didn't have a smile on your face, but it was the eyes for me. They just didn't sell it. Next up for the waist up photo was Emily, who definitely puts her own style on this, and we all know that I love Marilyn Monroe as well, so I definitely like this. But once again, there's just something about the expression that just doesn't scream model to me. And it's sad because you definitely out of the 4 scream model the most, but this photo just does not do you justice. Alright, and Caitlin's waist up photo, Caitlin definitely put in the most thought, I feel, into her photo, and I really feel like she expressed everything that I said CandyApple's Next Top Model should be. She went back and studied the video, and she definitely captures all of that in this photo. Alright, so Heather, your waist up photo is definitely just as amazing as Caitlin's this week. You express yourself, it's simple, it's content. I love your expression, and I love the way you're portraying yourself as well as showing CandyApple's Next Top Model. Your bracelet for the cause to write love on your arm is definitely something that you held dear to your heart, like I hold campaign I Am Beautiful. And I love that you got to express that in your photo to show yourself as proud, confident, and a good role model. So that really means something. Call-outs this week are going to be intense. Right now, I think just about all of you have at least one amazing photo this week. And with that being said, it's definitely going to make deliberation hard as heck. Alright, we're going to deliberate now, and when we come back, we will find out who the 3 models are. We'll be moving on to the finale, and one of them will be crowned CandyApple's next top model.
Hello, it's Sam again, and it is trivia time. So let's start with last week's question. The question was, who was the first person to guest judge Cycle2 of CandyApple's? And the correct answer was Katie. So congratulations to Heather. Woo! 2 in a row, right? Yeah, 2 for 2 or something like that. You go girl, get it. Anyway, so on to this week's question. This week is just a true or false question, so you can really just comment T or F for your answer if you want. You can put more than that if you really want to, but yeah. So, the question is, true or false? Candy Apple was named so because Ash Stone loves candy apples. So, true or false? Go ahead and comment, and good luck.
So, this week's deliberation was definitely all over the place with call-outs. It was all over the place with comments. Some people loved one thing, some people hated it. They were everywhere. We're going to do call-outs a little differently this week because 2 models were tied with the best scores and 2 models were tied with the worst scores. So I handed them out to the public, and that definitely helped decide on who should be in the top and who should be in the bottom. So, and I will tell you who gets first call-out. We're definitely Caitlin and Heather. You see before me being one of the top. And I can honestly say when we started this cycle, letting you in at the last moment and being a newbie, I had no idea you were going to make it into the finals. With that being said, Heather, you definitely this week surprised me. You definitely pulled away from the pack, and I'm so proud of your accomplishments. Being as experienced as you are, I definitely thought you would step it up sooner, but you stepped it up right when it needed to be stepped up. Also, I want to let you know that you won this week Runway Challenge. That means you cannot be eliminated, although you definitely did not need it. Alright, so Heather, you get first call out this week, and you will be in the finale of CandyApple's next top model. Now, that leaves me with the bottom 2 this week, which, trust me, call outs were everywhere. You were both on the top of lists, and you were both on the bottom of lists this week. And that being said, I want you to know that that's part of why you opened it up to the public. I didn't know who I should eliminate. With everyone's call-out orders averaged in together, it's just a little different, and it's seriously off by like 2 points. Kayla, you're in the bottom 2 this week because your photos are good. Yes, your photos are interesting and semi-inspiring. Whereas Emily, you're in the bottom 2 this week for the exact opposite reason. Your portfolio has been so strong this entire competition, getting progressively better and better. But this week, your photos are definitely not top of the pack material. You got first call out last week, and it's sad to see you in the bottom 2. Same with you, Kayla. I can honestly say that when this competition started, I thought you two were going to be in the final. We're going to be in the finale, and it's sad to know that one of you won't. I love all of you girls like family. It kills me to have to let either of you go. But I feel that between the judges and myself, we have made the best decision for the girl who we think the best girl who can make it in the finale and really show Caitlin and Heather a run for their money. The girl who will continue on and be in the finale with Heather and Caitlin is Emily. Congratulations. Kayla, I'm so sorry. I do have a small prize though. Being the 4th girl eliminated, you get to help judge the final 3 and help determine who will become CandyApple's next top model. And I hope to see you in another cycle because you, girl, You're going places. With all of that being said, this was the hardest deliberation yet, and I have a feeling the finale is going to be just as hard. Congratulations, Final 3. You're beginning your assignment very, very soon. But I also want you to be aware that the finale episode takes a lot longer to edit, seeing as it's in 2 parts. So, good luck. Stay tuned.